Something I love saying several times: LinkedIn's algorithm does not treat all reactions equally. Some interactions barely move the needle, and some others can catapult your post into a wider audience faster. Let's break down the four tiers of engagement signals on LinkedIn, from the weakest, which is like, to the strongest, which is a repost, and see how it influences your reach. Okay. The lowest form is like, the blue thumbs up button. A basic like is the weakest signal that you can send on LinkedIn. So this gesture does not spark much conversation. It's essentially like a thumbs up sign. I would say it's a polite nod of approval. While it's nice to get likes, this one click gesture does not lead to more conversation or boost your post visibility. In fact, one single like is worth very little to LinkedIn's algorithm, okay, in terms of promoting whatever content you're putting out there. It shows that someone acknowledged your post, but it doesn't take your content far away on its own. Like two friends passing each other in the hallway. They politely nod and walk, nothing happens, right? It's pleasant, but there's no impact. A medium one would be other emoji reactions. LinkedIn also has celebrate, love, support, curious, insightful, funny. So these things, they let users respond with specific feelings beyond just basic like. The idea behind introducing these reactions is sometimes like, a simple like doesn't give LinkedIn the full picture of how you feel about that particular post. I think I read that on TechCrunch. By choosing a reaction emoji, you're conveying why you like that particular post. Like, here's an example: if you found something insightful, or you wanted to celebrate somebody's post, the author's news, you would go beyond just liking it and hit the other reaction buttons. However, from the algorithm's perspective, reaction emojis are still relatively shallow signals. TSL Marketing said LinkedIn gives all reactions equal weight. It only cares that somebody interacted at all. So whether you're just hitting like or celebrate or funny, the effect on distribution is similar. So reaction shows a bit more nuance to the other readers, but it's a quick one click engagement. I would say emoji reactions are a slight step forward. So, what goes a little higher? Good comments, dwell time, saves. This is where LinkedIn's algorithm really starts to pay attention. One thoughtful comment is worth way more than liking or celebrating or loving a post. Writing a comment takes time for people, takes effort. It indicates deeper interest in the conversation that's going on. So, on one such analysis, I think I found on the sciencemarketer.com, comments on your post can be 15 times more powerful than likes in boosting your reach. This totally makes sense because one comment can spark further discussion. Other people could come and start talking because somebody started a conversation. And LinkedIn's feed loves meaningful conversations. In fact, posts with long constructive comment threads, they send a strong signal that this is a conversation that people want to be a part of. So that's a way of promoting to the system to show this to more people. Quality matters here. A dozen short, great post kind of comments are not going to do anything. They the algorithms look for detailed, insightful comments. Beyond comments, LinkedIn also tracks how long people are spending on your post. So this is known as dwell time, and I keep talking about this. You know how you're scrolling on your LinkedIn, and there's a lot of text on a particular graphic, and you're very much interested in it. You spend about 15 to 20 seconds, or maybe even a whole minute, looking at a graphic and reading the text on it. That's dwell time. You're dwelling on it. So if users like you and me, we stop scrolling and actually read the content or watch a video for longer than a couple of seconds. 3 seconds are the maximum most people would give a post. But if it takes longer than that, that's a positive signal for LinkedIn's algorithms. The platform explicitly says dwell time. Dwell time is great. That is time spent reading or engaging with a post. as a ranking factor. A longer dwell time on your post means it provided value or created some interest in people that are reading it, which in turn makes LinkedIn more likely to spread it to a lot more other people. Also, if someone saves your post for later use or for reading later, that's a sign of really high interest. Like, this is interesting to me. I don't have the time right now, but I'm going to read that later. When somebody saves your post, it tells LinkedIn that your content was noteworthy enough for a user to want to revisit it. Social media experts say on the sciencemarketer.com, they say encouraging saves and reshares can greatly increase your post reach. So you might want to add that element, share, save this post or share this post. So all these actions, thoughtful comments, lengthy dwell time, and saving posts, they indicate real value and real engagement. So the algorithm gives them significant weight. That means they're telling LinkedIn this content is worth people's time, which is exactly what the algorithm loves. So, what is very high engagement signal for LinkedIn? It's a repost. A repost or a reshare is the ultimate LinkedIn engagement signal. So, when somebody actively shares your post to their own network, it's a strong vote of confidence in the form of professional endorsement. LinkedIn's algorithm looks at it like it's one of the most powerful actions. In fact, shares carry the most weight than likes, comments, dwell time. So when people repost your content, it multiplies your reach dramatically. Your post is not confined to your own connections anymore. It's now shown to a wider variety of people, a wider, entirely new audience via the sharers' followers. So it's easy to see why LinkedIn rewards this heavily. A repost means your content resonated so much that someone felt compelled to broadcast it to their own people, to their own connections. This is effectively word of mouth on a social network. So, if you understand this hierarchy from a quick like to the powerful repost, you can tailor your LinkedIn strategy to encourage the kind of engagement that truly gains weight. So, engage your audience in conversation, provide them with value that makes them pause and save and share it with their network. So you this way you're sending the right signals to LinkedIn's algorithm. You're helping your content reach more people in a professional, impactful way.